My name is Debbie, and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. The month is not quite over of January yet, so I haven't quite finished my cards for January, but I thought I would come on here and show you what I've done so far, and also share the cards for February. So actually this is working really well for me. I'm actually quite happy with how it's working. I'm calling this, if you are just kind of tuning in for the first time, I'm calling this little by little. And it's just making little changes in your life with the idea that little things, accumulate and become bigger changes. We start January and we often want to make all these big changes, and quite often in the first week or two it's great, and then after that things start falling off. So I wanted to kind of take a different approach this year and just make some little changes and, see if they could stick and give myself some accountability and give myself a pretty way to track them. And so that's kind of the premise behind that. I'll link the introduction video and what I've done with that so far, so you can check that out if you're interested. But the first month, I made these 4 cards, and these are available in my coffee shop for free. If you haven't picked those up and you want to follow along, then go ahead and do that. So this is cards 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's going to be different areas that that I'm going to focus on. A lot of it is going to be kind of food and fitness related, but also faith and fix, and I have finance for this next month. So little different areas. If you're following along and you want something specific, or you have ideas for me, please let me know, and I would be happy to incorporate those into future months. So the first one I did was faith. I was reading in the book of Matthew. I'm actually just on the 24th today, so I haven't even read my Bible today. We had meetings outside the house all day until it's 5 o'clock at night, so I haven't even done that yet. Normally I do that first thing in the morning, but I haven't missed a day so far. So I'll continue doing that till the end of the month. So I'll finish this up when the month finishes, basically. The food has been really successful so far. I haven't done everything I said I was going to do, but I bought a bunch of kale. I actually bought 2 bunches of kale, and I had all these ideas for kale. I made this detox salad that I loved. I made it twice, and I also made some kale in a soup, and I used kale just in a salad. So I had kale like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Probably that's it for this month, because I'll probably do a couple of the other things instead. Artichokes I did once. Broccoli I did 3 times. I have another head of broccoli in my fridge, so I'll do at least a couple more, or once or twice before the month is over for that. Sweet potato I did a couple of times, and I've actually got 2 more sweet potatoes on my counter that I'm planning to make very soon. I'm going to make some roasted sweet potatoes, so that will be done. Beets I may or may not do. I have beets in the freezer. Eggplant I probably won't do yet this month, because there's just been too many things. The 6 was kind of a lot for me, but I was happy with the new recipes that I tried, and the new vegetables. Not necessarily new, but a little bit different take on some of the vegetables. So I was really happy with this. This really kept me on track with that. My fitness was really good, except for I had this, the January 1st, I just didn't do anything. And then I had this streak of 5 days where I had just severe knee pain, and I just didn't want to aggravate it by trying to walk or even ride the bike. So I quit those 5 days, and then it was still sore for a few days here, but I got on my treadmill. I walked extremely slow, but I got it done, and I was happy with myself for doing that, because normally I would probably just, it's not good. I'll wait until it gets better, and then, time goes on. And this is what motivated me to get back on the 13th and just start slow. And now it's doing better, and, I'm doing more. So I actually did it on the 23rd. I didn't, because I haven't missed a day since then. I haven't done it yet today. I haven't done any of my stuff today, so I will do that before the end of today and mark that off. This was the fixing areas. We did have, the number one thing I wanted is a bathroom door on our downstairs bathroom. We built a downstairs bathroom, but we didn't have a door on it. We had a sheet on it for years. Anyways, I contacted somebody. He came out and did an estimate for us last Sunday. He's coming to do the work this coming Monday, so it should be done before the end of January. And he's also going to fix a flange seal on the toilet upstairs, and also, I can add that maybe, he's also going to fix a fluorescent light. How do you spell fluorescent? Fluorescent. It's a ballast. And my husband got the ballast and stuff, but he decided he's not an electrician and he doesn't really understand electrical, and we thought it's better off getting someone else to do that. So he's going to do those two things and this. And the rest of it is not going to get done, but I'm really happy that, we've waited 3.5 years to do this. So this motivated me to get that done soon. So I am making little changes. Not everything. I'm okay with that. I'm making progress. I'm okay with that. When the month is done, I'm going to record what I did in here. These cards. I'll record the cards. I'll, show my progress, record, what exactly I did. That's what this little journal is for. This is in the starter kit. If you're interested in that, the starter kit is also in my shop. I think that probably will be linked below as well. And that'll have this paper, which I also use at the back of here, and the journal, and some divider cards, and some stickers, and an envelope to keep the stickers. So, and I showed this all before, so I'm not going to go through all of it, but so I'll write, my stuff and give myself a sticker, and, that's part of the pretty motivation as well. So, but I'll do that at the end of the month, and then next time I come on and show you, I can have some updates on that for you. So this is for February. So I've got cards 5, 6, 7, and 8 this month. These will be in my coffee shop. These ones I'm going to ask a couple of dollars, maybe just as I'm just going to cover my fees with this. I just don't, I don't want to charge much, but I want to, I have fees that I have to pay just to put these things out there. And I'm just going to cover that. I think I worked it out to $1.50, maybe $1.25 even. But that's what that's going to be. So number 5 is food again. And I said go-to meals made healthier. So my description for this one is list 5 of your go-to meals. Think of a change to make it healthier and add that on the second line. So I would say macaroni and cheese or something here. And then I would say add peas to it, or use whole grain macaroni, or I actually made a cheese sauce and I put in sweet peas, sweet potatoes, and carrots, and cheese. So, that makes a go-to meal healthier. Actually, macaroni and cheese is not really a go-to meal, but we do enjoy it every couple of months. I'll make it. Cut down sugar, whatever you want to do in those things. And then for each time that you make it in that new fashion, give yourself a check mark. And the goal is 3 revised meals made at least once. So see if you can think of 5 meals that are sort of your go-to meals. Add something, a way to make it a little bit healthier. And when you make the healthier version, give yourself a check mark, and try to do at least 3 check marks over here for the month. Finance is card number 6, and it says, is there a financial decision, project, or appointment you have been putting off for some time? Maybe something to do with your will, financial planning, retirement process. Do it this month. You'll be glad you did. So I think there's lots of us that have something, especially those end of life kind of decisions, or organizing to, get your affairs in order and that sort of thing, that we just really tend to put off. And I do that too. So I really I have something in mind, and I'll talk about it maybe next time. I have to just kind of flesh out what I want to do and try to get at least, a step of that done in this next month. And I will be glad that I did. Card number 7 is in the fixed category. They're all Fs. I don't know if you noticed that. Declutter a couple places in your home. So I said make a list of 2 general categories or areas that need to be decluttered in your home. So it could be a category. So it could be what can I say? Maybe kitchen bowls. I'm just kind of making this up. So, you've got bowls for this and bowls, you got mixing bowls, and you've got cereal bowls, and you've got glass fancy bowls, and you got maybe just, one section of those, maybe pots and pans, or maybe something in your craft room. Maybe one thing I think I'm going to pick is jars, because I have lots of canning jars. I don't do much canning anymore. I still tend to save glass jars because I just feel like they can be used for something. And I think that's going to be one of my things, is just jars. So it's not a place, it's several places actually in my house. So it's a category. Or an area could be like just a specific area. So pick something small, not just your whole craft room, but maybe a junk drawer, maybe your hallway closet. Pick one area that's really bothering you, and pick 2 areas or categories that need to be decluttered. Then make a brief plan for yourself in each of these areas. So, the plan could be, every Saturday spend an hour working on it. It could be every day, get rid of one thing, or it could be, pick one day in the month and you're just going to work on it, or whatever you want to say. Your plan might include, who to donate them to, or you throw them away, whatever. Your goal this month is to complete the list. So write the list. That's half the battle. And declutter 80% or more of the items in each area this month. So that doesn't mean get rid of 80% of your stuff. It's like what has to be done, do 80% of the work. Don't force yourself. If you can completely accomplish that area, great. But we're doing little by little. So give yourself a success check mark if you've done what you consider 80%, most of the job. You've done most of the job, give yourself a check mark. You've done a little bit of progress, celebrate that. And the last one is faith. And again, I had faith last time. Faith was working in Matthew. I'm going to continue in the Gospels. So I can use this card again for February. I don't have to use this card, or I can use both. I'm actually going to use both because I have a project going right now that is in the Psalms, which is what I am targeting this one for. And this is just my personal devotion, so I'm going to do both this month. But you can do last month's this month. You can do just this one. You can do, if you want to do the 2 food ones and not do the faith one this month, totally fine. So that's the mix and match part. So this one is, and that's why I did the calendars like this. So they're, generic. You can use them for any month. So I said, pick a psalm and read it twice a day and then mark off that day on the calendar. Total up all the days and write the total on the side. Try for a goal of 25 days. So try for 25 days to read a psalm twice a day. So you can pick, on day 1, you could pick Psalm 1 and read it twice. On day 2, you can pick Psalm 2 and read it twice. Or you can just, pick a random psalm each day and read it twice that day. You can, in my project, I'm doing specific psalms each week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, for instance, our psalm is 49 this week. I'm going to do Psalm 49 twice this day, twice this day, twice this day. So I'm going to do the same psalm twice a day for a week, because one of the things that we're doing in the project is I'm kind of thinking about this process is that the more you look, the more you see. So if you read it over and over and over again, the more you look, the more you read, the more you see. And we're getting so much out of the Psalms by doing that process. So that's the 4 cards I printed on the back. This page is included in the starter kit if you're interested in that, but you can print whatever you want on the back. So this is up on my coffee shop. So if you're interested, go grab that. The 4 cards, starter cards, are still there, so grab those if you want them. They're for free. The starter kit is a couple of dollars. I can't even remember what I put it for now. If you want to grab that and work along with me. If you're working along with me, please comment and tell me you're working along with me. If I don't really get any comments, or if no one's following me on this, I may just abandon it at some point. I may still do it myself, but I may not make videos and make all these cards. It takes a while to, if I'm just doing it for myself, I don't have to do pretty cards. Anyways, if you're following along and you want to follow along, and you're doing this process, please comment and let me know that you're following along. Let me know if you're having success. Let me know if you want to have suggestions, and then hopefully we'll carry on with this all year, and we'll all make a little progress, and we'll celebrate that at the end of each month and at the end of the year. So that's what I got for you today. Blessings, and we'll see you soon.